Hello, it's Tom Myers, Superintendent of the Bellevue Community School District, coming to you with another update on the Bellevue Elementary School referendum. One of those is tax rates and how much is this going to cost, how long is this going to cost me, and all those different things. I'm going to give you just a brief synopsis of this that way. It will be paid for through a referendum. The community and anyone who lives in the Bellevue Community School District has a right to vote, and I encourage people to vote. And this will be for up to, once again, up to a $16 million referendum. Hopefully bids come in lower than that, but that is what the vote is set for. That way that'll be on September 11th, 2011, and there needs to be a 60% plus one vote in favor of this for it to occur, and it will last for 20 years, which is a pretty common bond type that way, unless we can pay it off quicker than that, and we will actually be working on that as time goes by. But this tax is designed specifically for a new elementary school, and it's a 405 per thousand tax rate increase. And some of you may have seen this chart here, and I'll put it up again in a little bit. It's very difficult to see on the screen here, but it is also on our website. But the thing to remember here, that 405 per thousand is not off of the assessed value directly of your property. It is off the net taxable value. For example, a residential property such as a house has a rollback of about 55%. And then there's a taxable value, you get to that number, and then you take a homestead credit off of that. Then you get to your net taxable value, and that leads into the change in tax payment per month. For example, a $200,000 house has about a 55.6 rollback, which gets to the taxable value of $111,204 minus a homestead credit of $4,850, and all of a sudden that assessed value house of $200,000 ends up being a net taxable value of $106,354 times 4.05, or the $4.05 rate change that way, and that would get that individual who owns that type of house to a payment of $35.89 per month. You can do similar things, but this kind of gives you, on top in the pink there, you can see the assessed value, the rollback, taxable value, less homestead credit, next net taxable value. Then it also gets to change in tax annual payment, which would be yearly, and then per month. And then towards the bottom of it, you'll see some ag land examples there as well. Gives you an idea. They also talk about commercial property. Now there is no homestead credit for commercial property, but there is a significant rollback there as well. So this gives you some information. It's hard to see on the screen, I recognize that, but it's also important to get accurate information out to people of what it is, because very easily you can say, well, my house is assessed for $175,000 times 405. This is what it is. Not exactly. Ultimately, when you look at this, that the $200,000 house is a very good example, because all of a sudden that $200,000 house was now being taxed at a $106,000 house roughly. A $150,000 house is taxed at $78,553. So I tell people it's not quite 50% less than what the assessed value is, and that's not the market value. It's not what you think your house is worth. It's what it's been assessed for. We can all argue about assessments and things like that. I know plenty of that has happened recently, but that's what it comes down to. So that's what I want to emphasize here, just that aspect. I think it's important to realize that. Are your taxes going to go up with the referendum? Yes, they are. But as I've mentioned in some other ones here as well, it's an investment for the future. Many would feel it's an investment for the future, and that's why it's important for people to recognize appropriate tax rates, what they actually are, and to also recognize that the $16 million is the maximum amount. Hopefully, it is less than that. And as someone mentioned at one of the community engagement meetings, every year we wait, if it's $16 million, for example, it's over $600,000 per year it's going up. Someone mentioned to me just in the last few days, if we would have did this 5 years or 10 years ago, that cost would have been less. We wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Regardless, if you have questions, I encourage you to attend the Wednesday, August 1st, 7 o'clock p.m. meeting at the Bellevue Middle School High School gym, where we will have the architects from Leggett Architects here. We'll have a model of the new building or a sketch in the new building. A construction group will be here to talk about that. And then Matt Gillespie, specifically talking about these tax rates right here, will be here to answer your questions and on down the line that way. Also want to recognize one thing with tax rates too. The Bellevue Community School District, I know we all talk about taxes, the Bellevue Community School District has some of the lowest taxes in this area. And I can put that out there if anybody wants to see that. But that's been an annual thing for several years. And that has continued once again this upcoming school year as well. So anyway, come out and get information and find out the accurate information. If you have questions, check out the Bellevue website at www.bellevue.k12.ia.us or call me at 563-872-4001, extension 4. Thank you very much. Have a great day.